Does facing another winter lockdown seem like a daunting prospect to you? Well, it does to me too. That's why I put together 9 top tips on how you can stay happy and productive when the frost starts to bite. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can keep that personal growth going even beyond the lockdown. Number 1 at the top of the list is lighting. Did you know that 1 in 3 people suffer from seasonal affective disorder throughout the winter months when daylight becomes a little bit more scarce? That's because your body needs daylight to make sure that you keep motivated and have a high mood throughout the day. This winter, we'll probably spend more time than ever indoors, so it's important to make sure that you've got the right lighting set up. And those lights don't have to be expensive either. I've got a really nice backlight here for my monitor, which just helps me feel like I'm a little bit more awake while I'm at work. And I've got some mood lights up in the corner. But we've also got a really nice bedside lamp in the bedroom, which operates on a sunrise routine that helps us to wake up at the right time every morning. Tip 2, breakout spaces. If you've had the luxury of having a garden throughout the summer lockdown, then you know how important it is to have some kind of a breakout space. As the cold starts to set in and we move inside more often, we're going to have to think about the space in our house as well and make sure that there are those fun breakout spaces for creative thinking and taking your mind off things throughout the day. This one's more of a fun one, but every year when January comes around, I look at the list of Christmas movies that I wanted to watch, and there's usually about 3, 4, 5 that I didn't get around to watching, and I'm absolutely gutted. So this year I'm going to be super organised about all the Christmas films that I want to watch. I can't help but think that this year is going to be so weird when we're all stuck in the house together. I hope you don't have too many Kevin McAllister moments. Tip 4, book your Christmas delivery slots now. And that brings me to tip number 5, which is to keep making plans. Even though there's a risk that some things might get cancelled, you might have to lose some money on a flight that you booked and you don't get the voucher back for it, whatever. It's so important to your mental health to make sure that you have things coming up that you can work towards and look forward to. Just think about how good you'll feel if restrictions do get eased over Christmas and you are able to come together with your loved ones in a safe environment to celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever it is that you celebrate. And a super easy one for number 6, send Christmas cards. Now, you might have grown out of the habit of sending cards, but trust me, your family and friends really care when they get a card from you. And in a world where it's so difficult to keep up physical contact with our loved ones, sending a card can feel like a really great way to keep that going, even during a crisis. Tip number 7 is to brave the cold. Now, it's going to get really difficult to exercise outside in some parts of the world when it gets really snowy, but you can make the most of that now by buying some warm jogging clothes so that you make sure you get outside, taking a gym subscription earlier than the January rush that you usually do, and also just opening the window. Something I've learned from living in Germany is that opening the window for just 5 minutes in the morning and the evening every day, no matter how cold it gets, can really make a change to the way you feel. It can freshen you up and really give you a shot of energy to get the day going. Tip number 8 is to find a project and teach yourself something throughout lockdown. Maybe you've been working outside in the garden all summer. Well, now is a really good time to bring that inside and get your houseplant game up to speed. Maybe you've been inspired by this year's Bake Off and that's something that you want to pursue throughout the winter. Whatever it is, make sure that you've got something to work on, and it doesn't have to be something that will be good for your career. Just do something that's fun and that you care about so that you can have something to look forward to every day and keep a sense of progress even when it's stasis outside. And number 9, which I say in pretty much every video anyway, is support local businesses and make sure that the independent restaurants, bars, craft shops that you love are still there at the end of the lockdown. So that's been my 9 top tips for winter lockdown. I hope that it's given you some good ideas on what you can do to get yourself through the next 3 or 4 months with a positive and productive mindset. If you want more videos like this, please do subscribe and hit that bell button to be updated every time I upload a video. Please feel free to like and share this video with anyone that you think will find it interesting. Thanks again for watching. Until the next one, in a bit.